Folks, buckle up, because this thing is gonna change your sales mind. This will gonna help you to go from level 1 to level 3, and basically leapfrogging through the level 2. And the biggest sales truth is that sales job is not convincing, it's filtering. If you watch The Wolf of Wall Street or whatever other sales movies, and then you see that very charismatic salesperson just sits down on the phone and they basically tell some magic words and everybody's like buying and swinging money into them, that's very nice. But at the end of the day, it's a movie. In real life, if you're selling software, if you're selling anything that has to do with you guys selling B2B stuff, the probability that you're gonna create some kind of magic combination of words that gonna get the person from like 0% of wanting to buy your thing to 100% or even 110% that they would refer business, and then they would even buy more, is very small. So better don't play with that one. It's like playing a lottery, and if you want to play a lottery, good luck. Just close this video right now. If you want something that is more like structured, more predictable, and also if you want to predictably make a lot of money, then this video is for you. You can hope for to winning a lottery ticket and making crazy amount of money. Good luck. This video is for the second type of people. So the few things that you need to understand: you can't change the reality, and reality is this, that not all people will buy. Even if all 8 billion of people come to you and they tell, we want to buy your thing, you would die as a company. You won't be able to do this. You will not pull this off. So not all people will buy with you, and not all even the greatest salespeople, the closure rate that they have, 30%, 40% from the pipeline that they have, and that's okay. This means the majority of people still don't buy. So don't worry about that one. When you start convincing people, you by default assume that your offering is not good enough by yourself, because you immediately start in a weaker position when you say, oh yeah, so we do this XYZ, and then you tell, okay, so but why? Convince me, they dance for me, salespeople. When prospects start doing this to you and you start dancing, good luck. You're just making your everything that you have built so far with that person, rapport, respect for yourself, everything like this, that all just goes down. Goodbye. You zero down the moment when you start convincing. So when people come to you with the position, come on, dance for me, salesperson, just say them. I don't even want to tell you. Like you need to find your own way for working with this kind of people, but just don't convince them, because that's not gonna really work. Because at the end of the day, convincing is a weaker position. Even if they're gonna buy, you're not gonna feel very great about that one. Yes, you will get the commission. Yes, you will have a customer. Yes, and etc. But at the end of the day, they would win. So if somebody tells you that it's not a fit, try to understand why, and if it's a legit objection. I'm not telling that you need to jump into convincing. You need to understand if it's a legit objection. And if it is a legit objection, they tell you, sorry, Nicola, we just simply don't have the money right now. Give us 3 months. We're going to raise the round and then we're going to come back to you. With this kind of people, it doesn't matter what you tell them. I doubt that they're going to go and take a credit in the bank to buy your software or to buy your thing or whatever. So just let them go. Just appreciate the response, let them go. Don't convince them that they need to do this right now, and they're gonna come back to you. If they're not gonna come back to you, then this means that they, that's it. Goodbye. Don't worry about that one. Just go and find three more projects like them and sell to them. It's you're not in the business of convincing people. Start thinking about this one every day. And if they tell you the objection why they do not want to buy, and that objection is not legit, you feel that there's some kind of bullshit, it's a smoke screen that they tell to you, well, start digging through the truth. And again, I'm not saying that start convincing them how great your product is, because that's what they're going to expect from you. And you're going to go and going to smash them. This is what difference between level 1 salespeople and level 3 salespeople. You go and you start digging to the truth, trying to understand the real reason why they're saying no to you right now. Maybe it's they didn't even want to buy your product. There can also be the thing, there is a reality where they do not want to buy your product because, I don't know, for their shopping competitor. Maybe they're just going for different discovery calls with different salespeople and they just want to break their dreams. Believe me or not, there is some category of people that just, they're just so bored, they're doing this stuff. So even if you start convincing them, you're not gonna be successful. So, and another one, life is too short to convince people that throw fake objections and smoke screens. Think about all these salespeople. The people tell them fake fake objections, they just tell them that, sorry, we don't have the budget. But when at the end of the day, the real reason is that they're just being too nice to tell that your product is very bad. And you start convincing them that your product is good. And it's even worse, because then you just showcase everything, like that you are incompetent, that your product is bad, that you don't have enough pipeline, that you need to go and start supplicating and lowering your position and basically dancing in like a small funny puppy dog in front of this Mr. Prospect for them to give you a dime, like to give you a bone out of their table. Like their money is commodity. Like, don't worry about their money. Like, there is an abundant amount of money in the world. You can find that money anywhere. If that person tells you no, forget about it. Go find 3 more of them that have even more money, even more funding. Go talk with them, and you can close the deal with them. And then the person would see that, for example, you close the deal with their competitor, gonna come back to you, and then you're gonna close the deal anyway. So guys, like, don't spend time convincing people. Just, if they tell you no and it's a legit no, perfect. Just say them goodbye and, like, follow up in 3 months. If they tell you no and it's not legit, try to understand why. And if it's like at the end of the day, just, you're not getting paid to convince people. This is not a sales job. This is the marketing job. This is what the people show you in the movies, and this is what actually makes you poor. Like, because you spend so much time and energy convincing people that should never be convinced for the calls that should be always closed. Like, guys, you're delusional when you're doing these things. So the only thing that's going to help you, like, is building strong, fat pipeline. Just build the pipeline. Pipeline is everything that you need to have. If you have 100 projects in the pipeline, somebody comes to you and they tell you, oh no, Nikolai, I don't think it's good enough. You say, goodbye, Mr. Prospect, goodbye, sayonara. I have 8 more like today. Like, they're gonna tell yes to me, and you're gonna come back to us later. Like, you're just not ready for this one, or maybe you're not grown up for this project, or there can be multiple, like there can be a million reasons why it's not a good time for you to work with that company. And it's okay. It can be on them, it can be on you, it can be on the industry, it can be on anything else. And if you start convincing people that, oh, Mr. Prospect, we have such a great service or product, and by the way, we have a discount today, and blah 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 blah, goodbye. You're dead to them. They will not respect you, and they will not want to make business with you, because everybody likes to buy, but everybody hates to being sold to. So build a fat pipeline. Don't convince people, because life is too short. Say no to people, because that's going to make you feel even more confident, and then the right opportunities will magically appear in your book of business. This was probably a longer video than I wanted to do it, but anyway, if you get value here, you can always subscribe, because there's going to be even more value in other videos. And the first link in the description is the link to apply to our Telegram community. We're accepting new members. Would love to get you on board. See you guys, and bye bye.